really want to know that what I'm doing is making a difference. I want to know that I'm investing in the best solution for my community.
We're creating a space where all walks of life can gather and act on their ideas and dreams and ambitions to make the world a better place.
We asked the question, why don't people in their communities solve their own problems? It's usually because they have a lack of access to resources and to capital and a few other things.
So I think one of the wonderful things that MacroAdventure could do is uncover the connections that exist in the nonprofit sector, in social entrepreneurship, in the social purpose sector, and help us all work more collaboratively.
Hello, Oregon!
Hello, Oregon!
We're able to utilize business to make changes in our community, and so having that exposure of all of us on the ground trying to get our businesses started and our communities changed in a positive way, it feels amazing.
From our perspective, the for-profit model actually allows actual wealth creation that can then be shared with the community. I think for-profit offers kind of longer term stability and a little more economic freedom to get things done. Our goal is really to help people create social enterprises, create enterprises that improve their communities, and we do that by helping them get access to resources, learning resources and things like that, a place to be, which is where we are in Hash Lab, and also access to capital.
I work for Global Expeditions Group, which is the culmination of Action Quest, LifeWorks, and Seamester. I think the reason that we do what we do is because we're offering just another opportunity for teenagers, college students, and young adults to like impact their lives outside of what is normal in either school, or just the typical kind of summer experience, right? So learning how to communicate to each other, learning how to be responsible for your actions, learning different cultures. I think we're just trying to open students' minds by offering something extremely different than what they're used to.
Ground Up PDX is an employment training program working with women transitioning out of homelessness here in Portland through the sale of nut butters. And the goal is to bring women in and train anything from marketing to sales to production to photography, whatever skills they have or whatever they're excited about. That's what we want to be teaching them so that they can be hired by a future employer.
Two Tongues is a clothing and apparel store that's dedicated to the needs and preferences of the LGBTQ community. And we really need the visibility because whenever I came out as gay and whenever I have trans friends that are just transitioning, you initially feel alone.
Some of the challenges that we faced in starting the business, and these were challenges and fears that we had, some of which have now become overcome, which is awesome. But number one is finding funding is always a challenge, but we've learned in Portland that there's so much support of entrepreneurs here, and once you start getting connected to the right groups of people and the right individuals, there is a ton of support.
So it used to be that you had to have a net worth of $1 million to invest in local business. But now what Hatch has done, and Amy Pearl, who's the founder, where we're filming, what they've done is open it up to the other 96% of the population that is middle class, lower income, to be able to say, this is what I want in my city. What I think that crowdfunding will do is it'll help distribute the wealth. And it really, I think, will strengthen our economy, our local economy, and local community in a way that is unprecedented.
The world is far more connected than it ever has been. Students, there's less fear involved in doing something that's outside your comfort zone. Students, I think, are wanting to stretch out and do more things, to see more people, and to stretch their limits. You know, when you go through college and you're learning about other cultures, or you're learning about the environment, you're learning about the ocean, marine biology, you're typically in a classroom learning it out of a book. So the reason that we teach marine biology and oceanography on our semester programs is we find that it's hugely impactful putting context into what these students are learning. Like they when you actually are underwater looking at that environment, you're going to have a profound sense of responsibility that that's the world we live in and we should take care of it, but it's also, you know, why you're studying it.
We are in an incredible position for collaboration. People here in Portland, the culture is one of collaboration and openness and friendliness. There are so many smart, talented business people in our community and communities around the world who want to be making a difference.
I think government has a huge appetite for breaking down walls and outsourcing as much as possible innovation and partnership and creation. I think there's a huge appetite for that, and we need to be a little better at showing them how they can take advantage of that.
There's huge power in being able to come together and learn from each other and share resources.
And I think the end goal is where you shouldn't have to say business for good, you should say business. I mean, there should be a minimum standard. Businesses should play their part in the community, making the community better.
I'm Lisa Ramirez.
I'm Simon.
I'm Steve.
I'm Julie.
I'm Simone Wren.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I am pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.
And I'm pursuing purpose.